Hi, everyone. My name is Cindy Hodge, and I live here in Louisville. And like everyone else, I've been impacted by the fires and am looking forward into the future to see kind of how things are going to play out. My background really has a lot to do with working with families and people and communities in instances where there's been great tragedies or crises or other kinds of events, either man-made or Mother Nature kinds of events. And I think if I can offer anything to be helpful, it would be kind of a reminder to all of us, myself included, that anytime you have an event like we had with the fire, that everyone is impacted, whether you lost your house, whether your house has been damaged, whether you know people who lost their houses. Really, there's no way to get around being impacted by an event as huge and tragic and sort of long recovery as this fire was. And the thing about my experience in crisis and big kind of events that affect so many people in the community is that, well, a couple of different things. One is that this is really not a sprint, it's really a marathon, that we're just now getting to the place where people that we care about, people that we know, people that we work with, go to church with, go to school with, they're finding their way for basic needs to be addressed, food, clothing, houses, and just starting to have the shock of the whole thing where kind of move forward a little bit. And the recovery for something like this takes a really long time. And although there's so many people wanting to help in the community, which is, we are so blessed in that regard to have so many people who are interested in helping, that we have to all remember that we're all impacted, and it's a good time not to kind of compare and think things like, well, why am I so upset because I didn't lose my house? Or why am I not more upset because I lost my house? Or to do kinds of comparisons, but a time really for us to have extra kind of kindness and grace for ourselves and for other people. Traumatic events, whatever their origin are very complicated and very individual, and everyone has their own individual response to that. And this is going to be a long road to recovery, and we need to pace ourselves. We need to do things that we know sort of shore us up. In the meantime, look for social supports, pay attention to what other people are also doing, but not comparing. So it's important to know that whatever reactions you're having, they're probably perfectly normal at this point. So whether that's not sleeping or bursting into tears over something that seems minor, because nothing is really very minor in the middle of a crisis like this. Everything can feel significant depending on the moment and depending on the day. And we just need to take extra care of ourselves, of our families, of each other, and create a space where there's extra grace and kindness and a real appreciation that this is going to be a long road, and there's lots to learn and lots to sort out, and nothing's going to be solved in any given day. So to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to keep reaching out when we can, keep looking after ourselves when we need to, and to not kind of burn out our energy and our investment, whether that's in our own kind of recovery in our own lives or in our willingness and interest in helping other people, to pace ourselves, because people are going to need things for a very long time. So I hope I get to offer something else helpful in the future, and just remind everybody, please take care of yourself and be kind to yourself in the midst of everything else too. Thank you. Bye-bye.